Hey.
Eddie, you there?
Yes, sir, I am here, sir.
You have A.J. Francis with you.
A.J. Francis, round of applause
Welcome
for
to
A.J.
Radio.
Francis.
Okay.
The pilot. What's up, sir? The pilot of First Class here in TNA Wrestling. For more information, by the way, go to TNAWrestling.com. How are you, sir?
I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. I'm actually at Reality of Wrestling right now in Houston, training in the gym. So.
Oh, very cool. Sorry.
You good? I just stepped outside.
All right, good. He's a little bit out of breath because he's kicking ass. He's going to be defending the Reality of Wrestling Glory Championship, if I'm correct, sir. Am I correct on that?
Yeah, on Saturday and down in Texas City. So that'll be dope.
That'll be dope. Now, I do have to ask because of your, I want to say, horrendous ladder fall at Slammiversary. How are your testicles, sir? Because we watched the footage numerous times today, and I was there live at the UBS Arena, and let me tell you, I cringed for you, sir. How are you feeling going into this fight you have on Saturday?
I feel great.
Okay.
I feel great. I've been working I've already worked a few matches since then. I'm fine. It's my tag team partner you got to worry about.
Well, I know. I saw that.
He's the one that is, he's down bad. And tomorrow on our episode of TNA Impact, we're going to have an emergency first-class penthouse to discuss the situation with KC.
I heard some rumblings. I'm not going to go into it, but I have heard some rumblings that you're not too happy with the gifted one, KC Navarro, one half of First Class. You are not happy. There's going to be this issue is going to have to be ironed out tomorrow night on Impact. On Access TV, wherever you are. Yes, sir. And you can also, by the way, get it on the Internet as well, just in case you don't get Access TV in your area. Please watch Impact, because it's one hell of a show.
Big TNA Plus guy. I'm a big TNA Plus guy.
TNA Plus is one of the greatest. We're talking about all these streaming services tonight at TNA Plus, another one that comes in handy. Let's talk about Emergence right now. Baltimore, Maryland. You're going to be there because you are a Baltimore, Maryland native. You are literally a guy that is going to be on Impact at Emergence. I feel like there's got to be more to First Class. When are we going after the world title? When is you've had. Go ahead.
You gotta ask them, not me. I mean, the truth of the matter is, First Class has been the best tag team in TNA for over a year.
I'm not saying that's true.
I am by far the biggest heel in TNA without question. There's no one in my league. And because of that, I wonder why I don't get as many title opportunities either. Well, there seems to be a reason why I don't get title opportunities, but I don't really know the reason. So I can't answer that question for you. What I can answer for you is the one time that I did get a title opportunity, I won the title, and I made the title relevant, and I made the title matter.
Absolutely.
Because the man makes the title, not the other way around, and I've proven time and time again that I'm the man. I'm the biggest heel in the business, and definitely the biggest one on TNA.
You are, some would say, the heel of heels. You are the heel of heels. Yes.
And to be quite honest with you, it's getting to a point where I don't understand either why I'm not getting these title opportunities, because no one is outproducing me. I currently have Match of the Year with Mike Santana in our street fight. I stole the show at Slammiversary 2 years in a row. That's why from now on everyone shall refer to me as Mr. Slammiversary.
Okay.
I proved time and time again that I'm Mr. TNA Francis. And yet, every time I come out, I have to prove it time and time again. Other people, they show up, they get a title shot, everything's gravy for them. I guess being good is a problem.
Well, here's the problem. You have been, I don't think they know your full resume. You have been the digital media champion. You have been the Canadian International Heavyweight Champion. For Christ's sake, you were the Cheez-It champion. That's right. You were the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl champion.
Two-time Cheez-It champion.
There you go. And on top of it, your pedigree in football. You were defensive tackle for Miami, Washington, the Giants, the Seahawks. You went from the NFL to TNA. What are they worried about? That you're going to just be unstoppable? I don't understand.
Yeah, I can't call it. I can't call it, man. You know, to me, I see the same thing you do. I see where Joe Hendry was before he started wrestling with me and where he is now. I see when they had to get Mike Santana looking good for the world title run, who they put him with. I remember when they needed somebody to bridge the gap for Nick Nemeth and Joe Hendry, who did they put them with? If they needed somebody to get Chavo Guerrero as much love as you could possibly get in El Paso, Texas, who did they put him with? I'm just saying.
Are you tired of being the star maker and you want to be the star now? And you should be the star. You are the heel of heels.
I agree. I already am the star. I'm just waiting for everyone else to realize it. See, I've been the star this entire time. I've been the main character this entire time. And everyone wants to pretend that I'm not because it doesn't fit their narrative. But the narrative don't mean nothing to me. I know that I'm the best heel in the business, the best big man in the business, the best promo in the business with the best chokeslam in the business. And I've said it time and time again.
I can't say, look, I've tried to hate you. I really have. But let me tell you, seeing you wrestle firsthand, seeing you develop as a character, seeing you be more than just your classic big man in professional wrestling, I got to say, yet again, the heel of heels works for you. You are, without question, a guy I want to hate, but I kind of like hating you. It's a great thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, I like hating you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's so funny because if you watch the Slammiversary entrance that we had,
yes,
there's a guy. This is how much heat we have. There's a guy who has a sign when we come out that says, "I'd rather fly coach." He brought a sign to hate on us. Everybody else gets signs. So because they love the people, they're making signs to show support for the people. I'm so good, I get people to make signs to hate me. And then when my boys were like, "Oh, you don't like First Class?" The guy holding the sign that said, "I'd rather fly coach," was like, "No, I actually love First Class. I love what they're doing."
See, this is what I'm saying.
Because I am the man.
You are growing on everybody like a fungus. Let me tell you. If you had... Now, here's the problem, though, AJ. Here's the problem. Okay. The guy that holds the TNA strap right now is a guy that doesn't even work there. He works for NXT. His name is Trick Williams.
Yep.
He is also a friend of yours, or at least an acquaintance of yours.
He is.
Would you... let's just say the amazing vice president of the company or the president of the company, let's say Carlos Silva himself says, "You know what? We got to turn to the heel of heels. We got to turn to our pilot in First Class. We got to turn to the guy who is one of the best big men in the business to beat the crap out of Trick Williams because that's the guy that's going to get the job done." Do you beat the crap out of Trick Williams?
Here's the thing. If the money talks, I'll listen.
Woo!
But as things currently stand, I love what Trick is doing. Trick is the greatest TNA World Champion of all time. He is the most relevant TNA World Champion of all time. And just being with Trick has elevated my profile.
Very true.
I love that brother. I love everything that he's doing. He is Mr. Trick and A. He is the best thing in two brands right now. Let's talk about it. And I respect what he's doing because he understands how good I am.
Mm-hmm.
See, when everybody else that we talked about talked down on me or made songs about me or posted memes about me or said I was the worst wrestler in the world or gave me a terrible rating on Cage Match because they hate me, or when all these other people did these things and called me everything but a child of God, Trick Williams saw the star in me because real recognized real.
Very true. And
that's why I love and support my TNA champion, Trick Williams.
All right, so right now, as long as Trick is holding the TNA World Title and being Trick and A, there will not be a AJ Francis versus Trick Williams for the title. However, let's just say
in this business, you can never say never. But you can never say never. But let me tell you, as things currently stand, Trick's okay in my book.
All right. Well, maybe we're going to get to another chapter of that book when you're putting your foot up his ass. I don't know. I'm just saying there's a possibility that could happen. It's a possibility. Anything happens in wrestling. Look, I didn't think the TNA and NXT would have a working relationship, but they do. And let me tell you, that's why I was part of the the record-breaking numbers that Slammiversary did live at the UBS Arena. It was outstanding numbers. I was there. I sat. I watched. I saw one of the best ladder matches I've ever seen in a while. I mean, yes, I know that first class.
And you can put this. You can put this on the record. I want it to be known. The day after, I asked Matt Hardy. I said, "Yo, as far as the matches you've had like this go, ladder matches, everything else, like, what would you rate this match, Matt?" And Matt looked me dead in the eyes, and there was witnesses there that can attest to this. Looked me dead in the eyes and said, "That match that we had at Slammiversary, top 10."
It definitely
top 10 match for Matt Hardy. Let me tell you something. That's saying a lot.
Definitely. That's saying a whole bunch because that man, Matt.
I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
I like to interview my interviewers. I got a question for you.
Yeah, bring it on, sir.
So, in that ladder match, when I'm holding Myron Reed and the ladder, and I'm hitting people with the ladder, that had never been done before.
That had never been done before.
I've never seen nobody else do.
And you know what's funny?
Why is it
I said that from my seat.
Why is it that people can see me consistently do things that have never been done before and not call me an innovator?
Because I believe they fear the unknown. They think they see you do it, and they get worried that they're going to be the next Myron Reed in between a ladder and the man, the myth, the mouth himself, the heel of heels, the man who's the pilot of first class, the one and only AJ Francis, who we're talking to right now on the phone. That is what they fear. They fear that they're next. The opposite of Goldberg. They fear that they're next. Okay? They fear it.
I can understand that. That actually is a good explanation.
Thank you.
I never thought about it from that. I never thought about it from that angle.
Yes, because I watched that sitting in my seat, section 160, at the arena, watching you do and perform that move, and literally things that I don't think the VP who's listening in on this conversation wants me to curse as much as I did while sitting in my seat. Because let me tell you, a lot of holy blanks came out because I didn't think it was humanly possible to make a sandwich out of a human being with the bread being a ladder, and then you picking it up like it was nothing, and wheeling and dealing and hitting every single thing that moved in the ring. I didn't think it was possible, but turns out, guess what? The impossible is possible when dealing with A.J. Francis. And I think that you can attest to that.
Here's the thing, and this is how I always prove how I'm the greatest big man of all time. And if you actually pay attention, people you'll go back and be able to see this now, because it's something that I intentionally do that other people might not notice, but now you see it when I tell you. Every single big match that I have, you will find me do something that is so incredibly hard to do from a strength perspective, and then do something that is so incredibly hard to do from a agility perspective. And what I mean by that is, I did that move where I'm carrying Myron Reed and the ladder. Nobody's ever done anything like that. And then later in the match, moonsault off the ladder.
Exactly.
I do at WrestleMania weekend when we had the triple threat for the international title, which, by the way, I want to challenge Steve Macklin for the international title.
I'd love to see that fight. You versus freaking bulletproof Steve Macklin would be a great match.
Yeah, it would. It would, absolutely. But, when we had that match for the title, I had EY and Steve Macklin both on my shoulders to give them an attitude adjustment. And mind you, those are not small boys.
Nope. No.
Those are not small men to have on my shoulders at the same time.
That's
walk around with them and give them a move. Boom. And then immediately after that, moonsault off the second row. It's just, I do things that are different to prove how different I am.
Well, that's the thing, AJ. Look, look at me. I am not what they would call modest either. Let me point out to you, I am the cigar smoking, trash talking, shit walking son of a bitch. I am that guy. And let me tell you right now, I know that I always have to prove people wrong. And that's what you have to do, and that's what you have constantly have done. You're a big man. One time me and you were going to smoke cigars and laugh while you hold the damn TNA world title in your hand, and we're going to enjoy ourselves.
Yeah, I would love it.
Because that's what I'm saying. You have to keep doing what you're doing because you're proving everybody wrong. From the Michael Coles who ran his mouth when you about the top rope BS, all the stuff, and they make fatty can't do that. Blah, blah, blah. First off, calling you fatties disrespectfully, should have slapped the crap out of him. The fact of the matter is, you're a guy that's going to prove everybody wrong, and I'm going to mark it down on the calendar right now. you will be the world heavyweight champion, if not by this year, by next year. By the top of the key, you will be the world heavyweight champion, and it's going to piss off a lot of people. It's going to piss off a bunch of people.
It's going to piss off a lot of people.
It's going to piss off a lot of people.
I can't wait for it. I can't wait for it because here's the truth of the matter. There's no better bad guy in this business. If we're just giving all the good guys titles, then, yeah, good guys can have the titles forever. Mm-hmm. But if a bad guy needs to be the champ, it needs to be the biggest, baddest bad guy.
You're damn
and
right.
That's me every single week on TNA.
The heel of heels, ladies and gentlemen. This man right here will be at Emergence in Baltimore. What you need to do is you need to check it out. It will be at the Chesapeake Employers Insurance Arena. August 16th is the tapings for TNA. August 15th is Emergence. You need to watch it. You need to learn. You need to suck it in. If you have to go to TNA Plus, do that as well. However you got. If you got to climb on your roof, put tinfoil on your body, stick your finger on the antenna, whatever you got to do to make it happen, you watch and you learn from the heel of heels, the pilot of First Class, the man who is changing the game one incredible, impossible move at a time. And I'm holding you to smoking cigars, sir, because me and you are big smoking cigars kind of men. I love a nice smoke when I get some chance.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
You don't ever got to threaten me with a good time.
Yeah, damn right, sir. The one and only AJ Francis. AJ, I know you have to get back to training. You have the ring going on right now. You're training in the ring for the Reality of Wrestling title match that you have. You have the Glory Championship, which you will be defending this Saturday. For more information, look up Reality of Wrestling, and you can check out everything there as well. Thank you for your time, sir. You're one hell of a fella. And if you ain't First Class, what are you?
You're last.
Yeah, damn right. Money, money, money.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Oh, I love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, AJ Francis, round of applause. Thank you, sir. Go get him.
Cool, appreciate you guys, man.
Absolutely.
Peace.
Peace. AJ Francis is on there. He is going to dominate wherever he goes. And that's the thing. He is a lot like me when it comes to the fact of proving motherfuckers wrong. And I didn't want to say motherfuckers while I was on there because I know the VP doesn't like me cursing as much. However, I am going to point out because that's what you have to do. You have to prove all these people. They look at him and they go, okay, big man, fuck it, can't do this, can't do that, blah, blah, blah. And he had an incident. That was the thing I brought up with Michael Cole. Right. He had an incident in the WWE.
Oh, really?
When he worked for the WWE, he tried to, it's called a tope suicida, or you going to do a tope congelo, whatever you want to call it. It's when you jump over the rope. The top rope, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When you run from the one side of the ring and you do it. Now imagine a guy was way bigger because he hadn't lost the weight. He didn't streamline the body that he has now. He tried to execute the move. He got caught up in the rope. It happens to even the best luchadors in the business. Happened to Rey Mysterio, and he weighs $113, if that. Soaking wet with a brick in his pocket.
Yeah.
So this happens. He gets laughed at, mocked by, people in highfalutin areas of the WWE. Then he gets released. Then what we get now here in TNA is a slim, trim, buff cut, riled, and jacked AJ Francis. This man is a different beast. This man has that athletic power from being a defensive tackle in the NFL. He knows how to be a freaking, athlete. And he's going to. And now you have pissed him off because you mocked him. Good plan. Yeah. So you mocked him. You lit a fire under his ass. And now he is in TNA. He's part of First Class. I'm going to tell you right now, watch tomorrow's episode of Impact. There's going to be. How to put this in a way that it doesn't get me in trouble. A changing of the guard.
Okay.
Let's put it that way. A changing of the guard tomorrow night on Impact Access TV, wherever you get your fine quality, or you can go to TNA Plus and, of course, watch live, total, nonstop action wrestling right there for your beautiful peepers. Yes.